Hello, all you beautiful people, and welcome to day 7 of the My Perfect Day Challenge. Let me just make sure that all of this is connected. When you jump online, let me know that you can hear me. I haven't done a sound test here. Mike Pickering is watching. How's it, Dad? Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome, everybody, to day 7 of the My Perfect Day Challenge. It's been a beautiful week since we started this program on Monday, and today I'm going to share with you how you can be the star of your own movie. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to open some questions here. If you have any questions about this program, and thank you, you can hear me, cool. If you have any questions about this program or any feedback that you want to submit, feel free to ask those questions during this live stream. I'll take a quick couple of questions towards the end of it. Hello, Melissa Rodriguez, from Springfield, Massachusetts, the co-creator and founder of this group. Thank you so much for your support this week, Melissa. Dad, thank you for being there, and for everybody that's gone through this program with us. If you're watching this for the first time, I'm going to just repeat this one last time. This My Perfect Day Challenge has really been a week-long event with about 300 people going through this, and every single day creating an intentional plan for their life. And the reason that we're talking about intentional plans for our lives inside a Law of Attraction group is really that is the first point of understanding manifestation, is to know and get clear on what it is that you want to call into your life, so that when you start to master the ability to be able to manifest and use the Law of Attraction to bring things into your life, that they stick, because that they're aligned to some sort of life plan. And that's what we've been creating over the past week. And so we started on Monday unpacking some intentions for the week and setting, we did what we call a pregame and placed some orders of how we wanted this week to go for each of us. And then we went through on various days this week, various elements of the perfect day, including your morning, what you do when you wake up, what is it that you do for a living, what do your social and intimate connections look like in your perfect day, where do you live in your perfect day, what does your house look like, what do you do for money. And we've gone through all of these various sections. And then yesterday was all about really combining it together and creating a script for your life. I spoke yesterday about this James Bond analogy of James Bond. The theme of James Bond is continually changing based on the times. We have new actors starring as James Bond depending on what decade we're in, and the cars are always changing, and the nature of the script is always changing. And so that's what we've been doing over this last week, is we've been creating a script for the movie of our lives. And today what we're going to do is we are going to install something called the Perfect Day Power Up. Let me explain to you exactly what this is and how it came about before I explain to you exactly what the invitation is going to be for you to do today. And about 18 months ago, myself and Matt were here in Guatemala, and we were doing a one-on-one coaching session with somebody, and we were still pretty new to getting this perfect day system in place. But a client that we were working with one-on-one went through the process of designing his perfect day, and then he came back to us the next day and said, "Hey guys, I really want to read my perfect day to you." So we said, cool. So we sat down, and as he started to read his perfect day back to us, what Matt and I realized is not only was this client of ours reading back his perfect day, but what we were experiencing was Matt and I were getting a window into this client's world. We were getting an opportunity to see him narrating a version of the best possible version of his life. And it was super, super powerful. It was like we were looking at the best possible version of this client reading his perfect day to us. And we were like, wow, that's super, super powerful. So what transpired from that was Matt and I then went through the process of recording ourselves, reading our perfect day, and then using that as a piece of scaffolding. Scaffolding are these tools that we use to support us on our lifestyle design journey. And this Perfect Day Power Up was born out of that. And so essentially what we're going to do today is you are going to be invited to be the star of your own movie. You are going to get set up so that you can use your smartphone or iPad or the computer camera on your laptop, or whatever is easiest for you. And then all the script that you created yesterday, all the elements of your perfect day that you've been designing over this week, and yesterday you put it together into one story that reads like a perfect day, and yesterday I read mine to you. The invitation for you is going to be to set up a camera, maybe a front-facing camera so you can see yourself, or set it up the other way around so that you can't see yourself but you know that you're being recorded, and then take a look at a notebook or your iPad or wherever you wrote down your perfect day and read your perfect day into the camera. Again, what it is that you're doing and what you're creating by doing this is you are essentially creating my cats are going crazy here. What you do when you are creating this perfect day power up is you are giving yourself the opportunity to see the best possible future version of yourself. You get to see yourself talking about how you feel when the things that you're calling into your life, your ideal partner, the amount of money, the house that you want to live in, the perfect morning, whatever it is that you're calling into your life, you're creating the opportunity for you to be able to watch this movie of the best possible version of yourself. So that's amazing. Why is that so important? We've been teaching in this group over the last little while that the purpose of manifestation and the way that manifestation works is to start to feel good and to start to feel grateful and to start to celebrate the things that you want to come into your life before they come into your life. So it works like this. It's not like I'm going to be really frustrated about not having enough money, and then when the money comes, I'm going to be really happy and feel really grateful. It doesn't work like that. You're creating an energetic block when you're not in resonance with the very thing that you're trying to call in. What I mean by resonance? Resonance just means feeling good, feeling grateful, feeling at ease and relaxed in your body about the things that you're calling into your life. So if you're calling partnership into your life and you believe that all men are assholes or all women are clingy or whatever your story is, but at a different level you're looking to call partnership into your life and you're not able to be relaxed and at ease with regards to calling partnership into your life, it's not going to happen. So what that means is you need to get to a place where you're able to be comfortable, to be in your ease, to be in flow, and to start feeling these elevated emotions of happiness, fun, gratitude, everything that we teach in this group. Now, already, before the things that you want start to come into your world. So that's the reason why this week, as we've been developing these various elements of your perfect day, I've been very specific at saying to you, write down the emotions, the positive emotions of how you feel when you wake up in the morning. And it's a call for you now to see the importance of these positive emotions in the script that you've created. So before you read this perfect day, go back and make sure that you have written in these positive emotions of how you feel. How do you feel when you wake up in your perfect morning? I feel rested. I feel alive. I feel excited to get out of bed. I feel in love because my ideal partner is next to me. As I move through my day, I am inspired and I work in flow. And you start to talk about these things in the positive, present tense now, even if those things are not yet in your life. So that's the reason that we've been working these positive emotions into your script. And that's the reason that you're going to be speaking those things and narrating those as you film yourself, creating your perfect day power up. And then what starts to happen is we incorporate this perfect day power up that you've created into your life as a piece of scaffolding. I explained yesterday this idea that the My Perfect Day exercise becomes the strategic and overarching plan for your life. This is how we think about it. It's like building a building. You have a set of plans that exactly map out exactly how that building is going to be built, and you are the building. Those plans, like you would normally get from an architect, for you are the My Perfect Day system. So your life has a strategic plan now and a direction that you want it to go, and that's what you've been building this week. What you then do is, like a building, you have pieces of scaffolding that support the building as it's growing. These are the tools that we teach in our core scaffolding program and the 30-day masterclass program, which I'll chat to you about later. And this is developing the habits and the routines that you need every single day, every single week, once a quarter, to be able to make sure that you are staying aligned to your life plan. So that's what we're going to be teaching you today. And the Perfect Day Power Up, this version of you reading your perfect day, becomes one of these pieces of scaffolding that supports you, so that once a week you take the 5 minutes that it took you to record this and watch yourself reading your perfect day, looking at the best possible future version of yourself, so that you start to feel these elevated emotions of all the things you're calling into your life, even if they haven't arrived yet. So I hope that makes sense. I really hope that that sort of brings this whole script creation process together. And now you're going to film yourself reading your perfect day, so that you've got this piece of scaffolding called the Perfect Day Power Up, and you can include it into your routine as you go forward, so that you can start to supercharge your perfect day coming into your world. And this is how we teach manifestation in this group and at Live More Perfect Days, is really getting clear about what it is that you want, making sure that you know very clearly how much money, where do you want to live, what your ideal partner looks like, what does my ideal job look like, what I want my life to look like. Be specific and be clear about those. We call those things placing orders. And what you're doing and what you've done over the last week is placing an order for your ideal life. That's what we've been doing. That's the reason that you've gone through this program with us. The next process is to start paying for this order. We teach this program called The Factory. It's part of our core scaffolding program. It's the introductory and foundational piece to understanding law of attraction. So once you've understood this analogy of using the law of attraction, some people say, the universe sent this to me. Maybe you've heard people say, the universe did this. Or I got it from source. There's all these different words, and we're just trying to make it a little bit easier and a little bit more modern using this analogy of a factory. So if you were going to place an order for a sports car, a brand new sports car from the factory, would you just ring up and say, send me a sports car? Obviously not. However, many people that are looking for manifestation will say, I want my ideal partner, and put that out there. You need to be very specific about what it is that you're calling in. That's why you've been very specific about how you want your perfect day to look. So you've been intentional about knowing what it is that you want, and then you start to pay for these orders using the only acceptable currency that this factory accepts, and that currency is belief. You place an order for something with the factory and you pay for it with belief. And then we show you how to break down belief into 4 components: gratitude, patience, progress, and fun, so that you can start to embody these things. And the more you start to use gratitude, patience, progress, and fun, we teach you exactly how to do this, you start to develop the belief for the things that you want to come into your life. And one way that you start to believe that a perfect day is possible is when you see yourself reading back exactly what your perfect day looks like, and you start to feel the emotions of gratitude. You're patient. Hopefully your perfect day includes some fun, things that make you feel good, so that you're starting to develop the belief. So that's really the culmination of exactly what we've been doing over this last week, and exactly what I'm asking you to do today is to put the final touches on your script that you collated yesterday. Make sure that you included all those positive emotions into your script, so that when you read it and when you listen back to it in the future, that it aligns with exactly what it is that you're calling in. To read it into the camera, and then I'm going to ask you to go out on an edge here and share your perfect day reading. Now, there's a couple of opportunities for you here. The number one big place to go is to share it right out there on social media, to properly own it and say, I'm Gareth Pickering and this is my perfect day, and just to read it. And some of our community members have already done that. It's really a strong signal that you send to the factory that you're serious about this when you put it out onto social media, because people that you know suddenly are like, what is it that you're doing? They start to ask you questions, and it's you setting your intentions at a very high level that this is true for you. So that's one potential opportunity. If that feels like too much of an edge for you, our Law of Attraction group, the Facebook group with 125,000 people, these people are on the same journey as you. These are people looking to understand about Law of Attraction. Maybe you want to share it in there and tag Live More Perfect Days and hashtag My Perfect Day Challenge. And the last place is our Telegram group. If you're feeling that perhaps you just want to start there, share it inside our Telegram group. That's a small chat community of the colleagues, if you want, alumni, tribe of people that are doing this 7-day challenge with you. And share your perfect day in there. There's something so inspiring about watching somebody go through this process and listening to their perfect day, and realizing when you're listening to that, you're looking at the best possible version of that person as far as they can see it. And the other thing about sharing it is you get the opportunity to get some ideas. Some of the ideas in my perfect day have come from listening to other people design their perfect days. So that's the invitation for you to do today. Create this movie for your life and film it, and then make it part of your life so that you can power up your perfect day by seeing the best possible future version of yourself. So that's a wrap for this 7-day program. There's 2 last things I want to do. Obviously, I need you to check in with your accountability partner. For those of you going through this program and following day by day, you've got an accountability partner. I would really encourage you to share your perfect day reading with them so that they can see all the work that you've put in this week and see what a perfect day looks like for you. This is a great opportunity for you to get to know your accountability partner at a really beautiful and deep level, and for you to be able to share your dream with them. So once you've filmed your perfect day, share it with one another. And then this 7-day program is not yet finished. So those of you that are looking in the digital workbook, there's 2 things that you're going to see. First of all, on the card for today's lesson inside our digital workbook is a link to myself and to Matt reading our perfect days. We're also going to be sharing those inside the group. I'll post those links inside the digital, inside the Telegram group, the Telegram community, so you can see those links. So do that, check out those links so that you can get an idea of what our perfect days look like, just for some inspiration. And you will also have seen on there that there's a day 8. So what we're going to do tomorrow is give you one last piece of core scaffolding. I was talking about these various tools and techniques that we teach to get you to be able to live your life by design. And the Perfect Day Power Up is one of them. The pregame that we did at the beginning of this program is an intention setting program that we teach that shows you how to be able to create a plan for the things that are important in your life. So what we're going to teach you tomorrow is something called a postgame. And a postgame is really, think of it like a reflection session. What we're going to do is we're going to quickly drop in here. We're going to review what your intentions were that you set at the beginning of this week and just see what you wrote down. How many of those things came true? The other thing that it does is it gives you the opportunity to look back at a phase in your life. A postgame is just the opportunity to reflect back at a phase in your life and to take stock of what happened in that phase. What went well? How did I show up really, really well? How was I the best that I could have been? How did I show up in this phase where I may have looked back and done it slightly differently? How can I anchor in some of these positive traits and anchor in the opportunity to improve the areas that I would want to improve if I was to have something like this come up in my life again? So the pregame is the opportunity for you to plan something. Let's say, for example, a date. I did a pregame for a date. I went on the date. Looking back, I did a postgame, and I just reflected on exactly what went well in that date and what I did really well and what I would improve the next time I go on a date. That's the simplest way to understand a postgame. But we're going to show you tomorrow the postgame of how you can use this format to be able to reflect back on this week, to anchor in some of the learnings that you've been through, and also to give you an amazing offer. We are launching something completely new tomorrow. It's the next step of your lifestyle design journey that really shows you these additional pieces of core scaffolding. We've got, it's hard to say, it's probably 30 hours of content filmed and ready to go, taking you through every single step that you need to keep moving on this lifestyle design journey. Now that you've got your plan, now that you've taken the time to create this plan for your life, what do you do with it? How do you move into the world with it? How do you set up your day the right way? What are the apps that you can use and load on your phone to be able to keep you supported on your lifestyle design path? How do you create a vision board? What is a vision board? A whole lot of different images of things that are relevant to your life and the orders that you're placing. How do you create that on an app that you can use to look at, to embody these feelings so that the things that you're calling into your life come in with consistency, and you can use the law of attraction to really harness it to bring the things that you want into your life. So today, film your perfect day, read your script, make the movie however it feels good for you. If you've got a tripod, put your camera on a tripod and then read the script for your perfect day and share it with your accountability partner and on social media, please. We'll also be sending you an email later today. Hopefully you've been getting all of the emails we've been sending each day which will give you all the details for tomorrow. It's going to be the same time tomorrow for our post-game. This post-game is probably the most important video because it really anchors in the stuff we've done this week. And I'm going to share with you the roadmap of exactly where you can go with your lifestyle design journey from here. So I'm so grateful for this week. It's been so amazing. We've had so many beautiful comments. People have had orders delivered this week while they've been busy with this program. They've had job offers. People are moving to Dubai. Thank you so much for sharing that story inside our Telegram group. There's so much amazing stuff happening. It fills me with gratitude to be able to see this important work that we've been spending so much time putting together, starting to find its place in the world, starting to find its audience, starting to find people that are designing their perfect day and having that stuff show up, starting to understand the factory and using our analogies and start to say, hey, I got an order delivered, because it really starts to confirm what I've believed for so long. I've spent so many nights wide awake, excited about this stuff and just wanting to take it to the world and doing everything that I can. And in some ways I got a little bit too stuck in the doing and not enough of the releasing. And it really feels so beautiful now to see people starting to implement this work in their lives. And tomorrow we're going to show you exactly what this roadmap looks like and what all this additional work is and how it's laid out inside our learning area, and to give you a special offer to carry on this journey with us. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow in the post game for our LOA pregame, our 7-day challenge. I really hope that you are excited to script this movie of your life and to create this little window to really see the best possible future version of yourself. And thank you so much once again for being on this journey with us. Quick shout out again to my team. You guys have been working your asses off this week, creating content, writing emails, editing videos, putting stuff onto all of our social media platforms, showing up in this group. To Melissa for showing up in this group consistently, releasing the posts. This group had more than 500 people request to join yesterday. It's properly exploding, and it's exploding because we're doing good stuff here. People are sharing this with other people, and when you start to vibe in that way, it starts to attract people in. And so thank you to everybody that's been supporting us, to Araminta, who is downstairs making breakfast for me at the moment. She's been amazing this week. While I've been doing live streams and preparing all of the stuff that we needed for this program, she's been cooking breakfast. And if I carried on saying thanks to everybody, it would be another hour. I love you all. See you tomorrow for day 8, and thank you for being on this journey with us. Ciao, ciao.